Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today we're talking about the KaKuKa. I think that's how they pronounce it. Honestly, around here we just call it the CAC. Now, and another bit of honesty is we've kind of been sitting on this one for a little while because we weren't quite sure how we felt about it. And we've got a fleet of e-bikes with us here at the RV. We've got 5 or 6 or so at this point. And this was one that was kind of weird. We weren't sure exactly where it slotted in. And I want to get some other people riding it, getting an idea. So I think at this point we've figured out. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a quick, pause on, if you will, walk around to the bike. I'll show you all the features and stuff. Then we'll do, then we'll go through the website. I'll show you the specs and the price and all that. And then we'll wrap it all up with we're going to put the little girl on it, send her down to the lake for a ride here. We're down in the Lake Mead area, south of Las Vegas in the desert. So nice scenery and such. Anyway, check out, here we go. All right, this is KaKuKa, the CAC's website here. Free fast shipping to the U.S. in EU countries. Shop now. Anyway, sleek, stylish, best valued electric bikes. I don't know about that, but I will say, let's talk about it. They've got 3 models. They've got the K70, which is a flat tire road bike. They've got the K26, which is what we've got. That's their trail mountain bike. And there should be an asterisk on that because I've seen what most of the industry considers a mountain bike, and this is not it, but it kind of feels like it in certain ways. And then we've got the K16 folding city bike. You may see this and think, hey, this would be great for traveling and stuff like this. We've got a bike like that somebody else sent us. They sent it to us, and then they immediately went out of business. And I think there's a reason. These things are terrible. The only saving grace of this bike is that it is portable. They're not fun to ride. And anyway, I'll do another video on my thoughts on folding e-bikes. So here we've got the KaKuKa, the CAC. This is what really kind of makes it lean towards being the mountain bike kind of thing. Most of the bikes that we've got have 56 or 48 volt batteries. This has got a 36 volt battery and it's only 7.5 amp hour. That is half the amp hours of anybody else. And we didn't even look at the specs before people started riding it. And the first thing we got back from everybody was, this doesn't have the range of the other e-bikes. It's not even close to the range. They're saying 43.3 miles. Even if it's on the lowest power assist, I think you'd be stretching it to get probably more than 30 miles on the power assist, and that's the lowest of the low ones. All right, the 350 watt motor power, up to 32 kilometers, 20 miles per hour. Now that's, of course, regulatory. 20 mph is the most you can do on the throttle alone. Now, if you're pedaling under pedal assist on level 5, you can get this thing up to I think 28, 29. But it gets there, doesn't get there quick because a 350 watt motor is lower than most of the other ones. Most standard street bikes are going to be at 500 to 750. Now a mountain bike, we've got a mountain bike in the fleet here, and it is only a 250, and that's fairly common for a lot of mountain bikes. All right, all aluminum frame. Again, that's standard with these e-bikes because they're so heavy because of the battery and the motors. They have to go with aluminum frames because that's the only way to lighten it up. And the Shimano gear shift system, 7-speed. That is like almost every budget e-bike I've seen has that exact same shifter. All right, the one thing, of course, you probably saw, or maybe when we went through the hands-on there, that really popped out to you is that integrated digital LCD. And it is slick to look at. Here's my issue. If you crack that screen, you've got to replace all the handlebars. If you don't like the handlebar setup, you're out of luck. You've got to use this handlebar. On a lot of the other ones, you could take everything off the handlebars, and for almost all the others, you could take everything off the handlebars, put a different style of handlebar on it, reattach everything, and you're good to go. With the KaK, this is it. This is your only option. And I hope, and you're doing this as allegedly as a mountain trail bike, right? Well, hope you don't wreck on this thing, because that screen is going to be toast. Anyway, battery indication, real-time speed indication, distance indication, pedal assist up to level 5. Okay. The front suspension, it does have an adjustable front suspension. Feedback from it was that it is not bad. It's not the best for like trail bikes and stuff like that, but it's not bad. Definitely better than most street bikes. Kind of a 1.5 level, if you would. All right, the pedal assist, we talked about the pedal assist, and the one button to turn on and off the throttle. That's fairly standard. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see a little thumb button down there that turns the throttle on and off. That's nothing new that I haven't seen on that before there. As far as the display, I should say, in the sunlight, it can be difficult to read. All right, at night, it's very pleasant, to look at, but not as nice as some of the other ones, though. I mean, it's very cool and slick. I get that. It's not my favorite thing, and I think I probably wasted a bunch of money on it. All right. Rear FO motor. Now, this is what's odd. We got, I love it, they say a more powerful 350-watt brushless motor. No, that's not the case. More powerful than a standard e-bike, maybe. Or I shouldn't say standard e-bike, I should say standard mountain bike, because a standard e-bike is going to be at 5 to 750 because that's a street bike. But the mountain bike is going to have 250. However, it's going to be a mid-drive motor, putting it over in the center of the bike so it can take advantage of the gearing in a way this can't. Disc brakes, okay, they all have disc brakes these days. Lithium battery, 18650 power lithium battery with 36 voltage. We've talked about this. That is way lower than most of the other e-bikes. I think, though, they're looking for people who are going to be more athletic, who are going to be using the pedaling more with this. So that's probably a reason. Puncture resistant mountain bike tires, okay? The specs on it. So our youngest son, who is just under 5 foot, he wants to think that he can ride this, and he can get on it, and he can kind of ride. It's not meant for him. Now, my daughter, who is 5'6", rides this all the time, and I won't say it's not her favorite e-bike to ride, but it's definitely in the rotation of bikes that she likes to take out. There's some that she doesn't. She won't ride the other mountain bike. She doesn't. And this bike is up there along with the. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. But the fact of the matter is, she likes this bike. It's a decent bike. My son, who is my height, he's 6'2", 6'2", 205, 210, somewhere around in there. He rides this all the time. And they've taken it out to the trails. His buddy, who was a BMX, racer, he did it all the way, through up until now. And now he rides, motocross and whatnot. They went out and they did the trails and they thrashed this bike as best they could. They did a pretty good job of it, and they had no problem riding it. And they, so for a full-grown man, all the way down to probably 5'4" to 5'5" is probably the shortest you want to go on a bike like this. And let's see what else we got here for you. And of course, let's talk about the price. Current sale price on it, $100 off, $1,299, $1,300 with free shipping, 1-year warranty, free local delivery, yada yada yada. A headlight will get involved in the package as a gift. If any mishandling or damage, it is not eligible for the warranty. So the headlight, that is a joke. The headlight on this, I'm sorry, it's a joke. It's almost an insult. It's that thing right there. It's battery operated. You've already got a battery in the system. Just put the little bike light on there. You can probably buy one aftermarket that'll plug in there. That'll be way better than that thing. It is, the light on this thing is an absolute joke. Anyway, I've probably harped on that enough. Let's show you some riding. Now, here's a question for you. So I'm going to show you the ride on this, and I see a lot of people doing e-bike videos and stuff, and they add music, or they have someone talking about the ride the whole time. I just think, I'm of the, show don't tell. So we just let it go, and you get to see and hear and everything as it happens. I will say this: the brakes sound really squeaky. It just rained. The bike was wet, so they don't normally, when it's dry, they don't normally sound like that. But anyway, let me know. Would you prefer some cool music overlay, or me continuing talking about the ride experience as it goes, or do you just want to see the authentic ride? Anyway, that's all the Bear has for you today. You all take care. God bless, and as always, shine on.